Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies to watch if you like Ip Man.
Here's a Peter Piper playing the flute.
Oh, that's a good one.
For this list, we're looking at the best movies to check out if you're a fan of the Donnie Yen Ip Man movies. What's your idea of a martial arts masterpiece? Sound off in the comments. Number 10, Drunken Master 2, also known as The Legend of Drunken Master.
Hey, Hung! It's over there!
Obviously, this is a sequel to a previous Drunken Master film, but this is the one that will arguably give you the most bang for your buck. As the title suggests, the martial arts exhibited in the film is mainly of the drunken boxing variety, expressed through an appropriately drunken reimagining of the folk hero Wang Fei-hung.
Drunken boxing.
That's right, I'm the master.
Though Ip Man's style is a far cry from this, Drunken Master 2 stands right up there with the Ip Man movies in terms of fight choreography, due in large part to the tremendous action comedy physicality from Jackie Chan. Seriously, if you've ever been a fan of his work, you've got to check out this mid-90s gem.
Here's a Peter Piper playing the flute.
Oh, that's a good one.
Number 9, Wing Chun. From the outset of the first Ip Man film, we learn that the titular Grandmaster's go-to fighting style is that of the relaxed form Wing Chun.
Wing Chun, Ip Man.
Despite its prominence in the film, the origins of the technique are not made widely known, even among Ip Man stalwarts. For that, we recommend 1994's semi-biographical Wing Chun starring Ip Man himself, Donnie Yen, and Michelle Yeoh as the titular character. Though it doesn't depict the mythologized origins of the craft, it does serve as an apt precursor to Yen's further popularization of Wing Chun through the Ip Man movies. And its pervasive sense of humor offers an alternative approach to the depiction of the style on film. Number 8, The Grandmaster. Starting with 2008's Ip Man, there were a slew of biopics about the titular Grandmaster released around the turn of the 2010s, which also extend to include The Legend is Born Ip Man and Ip Man: The Final Fight. But the best and most unique among these alternative takes has to be the 2013 entry simply titled The Grandmaster. Directed by Wong Kar-wai, The Grandmaster utterly defies general martial arts film conventions with its methodical pace and strikingly beautiful imagery. Granted, this entry will test certain viewers, but for those already fascinated by the legendary figure, it should prove entirely novel and captivating. What with its Oscar-nominated cinematography from Philippe Lesourd. Number 7, Dragon. Now we get to our first Donnie Yen entry post his debut as the famous Wing Chun Grandmaster. Here he plays Lu Jinqi, an early 20th century villager whose sordid history of running with a bloodthirsty band of warriors comes back to haunt him. Sharing similar themes with the Ip Man movies in terms of unwavering morality, Dragon also finds Yen in top form physically, as he looks to make sure his past mistakes hurt no more innocent people. Not only is it an impressively choreographed martial arts flick with incredible stunt work, it also proves intellectually stimulating in its quieter moments of almost film noir-esque levels of intrigue. In short, Dragon has what Ip Man has, and then some. Number 6, Iron Monkey. Here's another interpretation of the Wang Fei-hung mythos, this time with Donnie Yen playing his father, Wang Ke-ying. A clever and quick martial arts tale, Iron Monkey actually crosses over slightly into the superhero genre, which is what the Ip Man movies essentially made the Grandmaster look like over time. Similarly, it also deals with themes involving poor Chinese villagers rising up against corrupt government officials, something that is particularly prevalent in Ip Man 1 and 4. And not to get on a soapbox or anything, but it does make good use of wire fu, something you just don't see enough of in martial arts cinema these days. Number 5, Killzone. If you wanted proof that Donnie Yen could go whole hog, this is it. While some sequences from the Ip Man movie stand out for their more ferocious nature, Killzone is chock full of those moments. Here, Yen plays a Hong Kong police officer who's tasked with bringing down an infamous triad boss, with corruption present on both sides of the law in the ensuing investigation. If the big bad looks familiar, that's because he's played by Sammo Hung, action director on the first 2 Ip Man films, who also squared off with Yen directly in the second. We won't say which of their bouts is better, but let's just say the 2 combatants make a pretty convincing case for both films. Number 4, Bodyguards and Assassins. If anything, the Ip Man movies can be counted on to be nationalistic towards the People's Republic of China. Though the plots of those films are largely fictional, Bodyguards and Assassins leans on early 20th century history to drum up excitement.
今天再到河北革命，我会说，欲求文明之幸福。
When political philosopher Sun Wen plans to visit Hong Kong to discuss plans to overthrow the Qing dynasty, a ragtag band of supporters comes together to prevent his assassination on the city streets. Though Donnie Yen's role here is smaller than in other films on this list, the stunt work performed by the ensemble cast will be sure to get your blood pumping as extended action sequences ramp up tension with each passing minute. Number 3, Master Z, Ip Man Legacy. Though a technical spin-off of the Ip Man film franchise, we still think this criminally underseen gem warrants its inclusion on this list. Following the events of Ip Man 3, Chung Tin-chi shamefully looks to recede from the world of martial arts, but much like Grandmaster Ip himself, is compelled to put his skills to use in the face of drug peddling and political corruption. Fans of martial arts cinema will surely appreciate the addition of Michelle Yeoh to the franchise, not to mention Dave Bautista of Guardians of the Galaxy fame as the villain.
Always wanting to be the hero. Hasn't anyone told you that heroes die quickly.
Though hardly a box office sensation compared to its sister films, Master Z ranks up there critically with the best of them, earning an 89% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 2, Hero. Littered throughout the Ip Man series are plot points involving Ip Man standing up to injustice and protecting the innocent. Hero tackles similar themes, as a band of assassins conspires to assassinate a tyrannical king. However, it delves far deeper into the nuances of said heroism and the ultimate ideal of a warrior.
而剑法的最高境界，则是手中无剑，心中也无剑，是以大胸怀包容一切。那便是不杀，便是和平。
Fans of the martial arts in Ip Man will not be disappointed, as they also get a healthy serving of some breathtaking cinematography and color design courtesy of director Zhang Yimou. While Donnie Yen's role in this film is brief, his bout with lead actor Jet Li is arguably the highlight, their choreography proving thoroughly exhilarating as a rainy backdrop provides an almost serene underscore. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Ung Bak franchise. Before there was Donnie Yen and Ip Man, there was Tony Jaa and Ung Bak. The Protector. The unbroken shot of the staircase fight is awe-inspiring. The Final Master, another pre-World War II film about Wing Chun. "13 Assassins." Takashi Miike's slow-burn samurai picture is sure to excite. Fist of Fury. Bruce Lee originates classic character later played by Donnie Yen. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Enter the Dragon. A conversation about the legendary Ip Man would not be complete without his most famous disciple, action star Bruce Lee. Essential viewing for any film enthusiast, Enter the Dragon is often considered one of the greatest martial arts films of all time. Released in 1973, it was the first of Lee's projects to be released posthumously, with the star having passed away roughly 7 months after the epilogue of Ip Man 4: The Finale. Fans of those movies will surely recognize and appreciate the competitive fighting angle here. Not to mention the oh-so-dastardly villain that gives some of Ip Man's adversaries a run for their money.
You have offended my family, and you have offended the Shaolin Temple.
Comparisons aside, Enter the Dragon features some rip-roaring martial arts stunt work that more than holds up nearly 5 decades later. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.